So what did they say? Should I call my military generals?
Or I could start writing a counteroffer.
Everyone stay calm. I spoke directly with the leader, and it's not looking good. I've received some very unfortunate news. He gave us 5 minutes to make a decision.
No, that can't be right. 5 minutes? How are we supposed to make a decision in 5
We'll
minutes?
meet with their deadline. Now is not the time for dramatics. Now is the time for options. The next 5 minutes could prove to be the end of the world as we know it if we don't think rationally. The fate of the world is in our hands.
What options did they give you?
We were given an ultimatum. Either we would meet with their demands or an international conflict is going to break out, the biggest one that the world has ever seen.
Those bastards are probably using this time to mobilize their troops. For all we know, we could have dozens of ICBMs heading in this direction as we speak.
Mr. President, if we go to war, millions will die. I mean, we would reduce the political landscape to ash.
Madam Ambassador, do you think that there's any hope that the enemy will compromise with their demands?
Honestly, I don't believe so. They seem pretty serious this time. Even if it accounts for mutually assured destruction, they'll still do it. Any form of compromise that we give is just going to be an insult at this point.
I was afraid you would say that. Minister, what do you think about agreeing with the terms given to us?
I believe it is the only option. I mean, does the world want to see our flag raised instead of the enemy's at the cost of complete destruction?
General, what would a plan of attack look like? I mean, would it be feasible given the time we have?
I believe we do have that fighting chance.
Thank you, General.
Mr. President, but what about the risk of the war going nuclear? We know the enemy has the capacity for complete annihilation. Shouldn't we bring this into consideration?
This is a good point. Foreign Minister, do you have any input in the matter?
I have some documents on the enemy's nuclear arsenal. I brought it down with me from my office above ground. I can go grab them for you. These idiots, wasting some of the most valuable time this planet has ever seen. Arguing like a bunch of children. But what if people are not happy with losing? But what if we end the world? If no one will make a decision, I will. I just hope they read it in time. I apologize, I must have left them upstairs, but they were like 5 decades old, so they wouldn't have been any use for us.
Thank you for looking, Madam Foreign Minister. I appreciate your time, but I'm afraid this means we are still at a crossroads.
Well, I said my piece.
I believe that agreeing to their terms is the safest option, both for our citizens and the planet.
Madam Foreign Minister, what do you think of these two options?
Well, for the sake of our citizens, I would...
I am sure the President will be delighted to hear this. When your President calls, we will be sure to tell him that we dropped our threats. And then he will walk out of the bunker to the news of our invasion. You will be deemed as a national hero, my friend. Now all you have to do is happily wait for the timer to expire and remain silent until then. We will organize your escape as soon as you emerge from the bunker. I cannot wait to introduce you to our new world. When you want to make our deal official, let me know. The clock is ticking.
What was that?
I can explain. You see, I was reading an ebook when...
You motherfucker. That was the enemy, wasn't it? You were planning on betraying us.
It's not like that. I was just trying to...
To commit treason!
No, you have to understand.
You spineless fuck. You've gone and thrown away everything we've been working towards because you've decided to change sides in the middle of one of the biggest crises the world has ever seen.
Madam Foreign Minister, I can't believe you betrayed our country and sided with the enemy.
Look, I was not going to let this country fall, all because you guys are arguing like children. I have a family back home. I wasn't going to just leave this bunker and tell them I was the cause of the end of the world because I didn't speak up. So yeah, I contacted the enemy and I discussed meeting their demands. I didn't give them the green light. It's still undecided.
So, you chose to overrule my say and speak for the country yourself.
I didn't mean it that way.
Your services are no longer required. Out. Get out of my office and leave your phone behind. I'll not have you meddling with these affairs anymore. Out you go, you traitor. I never want to see your face again. I know that was a lot to digest, but we have to put that on the back burner and focus on the issue at hand.
I have nothing further to add, Mr. President. I believe I made my point very clear.
I feel the same way, Mr. President. I don't think there's anything I can add. The call is yours now.
Bless us and save us. Yes, put him through. Yes, we've reached a decision. We declare war on your country. May the world we live in continue as it always should have been, and always will be in the future. A world with justice, honor, code, morality.